Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in to Hangout Metaverse. The best way to access our alpha test is simply by joining our website, hangout.game, and immediately jumping in. We can see as we hop in, we can actually directly interact with our MetaMask wallet to be able to join the game. As you approve the transaction, it'll bring you in to the specific area where we can actually start to hang out. Here you can see on the green screen, we have the WASD keys telling you how we can move, and obviously B to open our bag, which we'll explore in a second. But as we're now connected with our wallet, and we can press space to continue, we can see that we now have access to go hang out. We quickly land in our layer 1 piece of land, so in this entire space, anyone can come and play, free to play, no need to sign up, just need to have a MetaMask wallet. And here you can see some of the already approved partnerships and NFT projects that we are supporting, like Cool Cats and MFers, so that we can support those users who want to be able to actually connect their NFTs and walk around and use them. By pressing B to access our bag, we can actually see we have not only some item frames, but we also have some NFTs available. And in here, we can actually see how we can test out which one of the NFTs that we actually want to see. So there's a bunch of different ones. Some of these, just as a disclaimer, we don't have official partnerships with them all yet. However, these are just simply things that, as open source technology, we want to support these projects and bring in those users so that they can come and use our Hangout infrastructure to gamify their users. So now you can see, as I pick the Neo Tokyo character, you can see right here, it shows up in the screen as one of the characters that we don't necessarily have quite access to. But when we go over and see the other one, you can see with the Bored Ape once we're connected, some of them we already have pixelated forms for, and they're all unique to the specific NFTs that are uploaded. From here, we can actually click on our own avatar so that we can see our own wallet address. Click up here on the right top hand corner, and we can see our balance in Ethereum, that value in USD, and the example of our NFT along with a link to its OpenSea directly. So we just are able to have an in-game representation of the assets within your wallet and the ones that you're showing off currently on your own avatar. Now I'm going to switch over actually to another NFT. So I'm going to uninstall this one on my current avatar and then switch over to a MFer. And now we can see just quickly how easy it is to actually interact and swap between the two NFTs or multiple NFTs, whatever you want to show off on your avatar and have available within your wallet. But again, in this alpha test, those are just open so that everyone can try them out. So there's no need to own one currently right now. One thing that we can also do is, we can walk around the L1 land, right? And see what is there to explore within Hangout. Obviously, you can see here that we have buildings for certain projects like Uniswap, certain protocols, and even down here for Neo Tokyo. It's another example. And again, these are just things that we as a team want to support and bring into the community and build infrastructure for those already existing projects. We're not trying to reinvent the wheel, but pay homage to our favorite projects within the space. So instead of always having to run around to each specific spot within L1 land and be able to access some, play to earn areas like inside the buildings once, we have more development enabled, we can actually drop down and see which specific area we want to go into. So let's go into the MFer specific world. Now you can see we land into the MFer world. You can see we have some NPCs already set up to be able to interact with, and you can see different things that we can provide and even have their own specific missions set up with these NPCs so that you can understand and get a kind of a walk through guide and have some mini games internally within Hangout to understand the greater scheme and how all these projects can be connected within one another. The next major step is really allowing the player to be able to come in and use these NPCs, have that create to earn aspect, and reward them through our token for creating their own missions like this and supporting and helping us build out the land, so that the community is really what is building out the world, and we can understand what are things that people truly want to see in a representation of a metaverse. So we're going to reject that right now, as I don't want to spoil too much. I would love for you guys to actually come in and view the world. But one thing that we can do is actually open up our bag, pressing B, and we can use one of our frames where we can actually place it wherever we decide or see fit. So let's place it right here, smack dab in the middle. Place it down. If I interact with it and actually click on it, now here I can see that there's something that I can actually portray, right? Like these other ones that are already available. But now this one actually has a setting for me to be able to upload not only the contract address of what we want to receive as the NFT, so your favorite project that they have on Etherscan, right? So it's just one representation. We can actually go down to the specific token ID and attach something, whatever it be. So if you want an MFer, if you want to show a specific Bored Ape, just grab your contract address, put in the token ID, and we'll be able to fetch it right here directly on the frame. As we continue to develop Hangout more, we're going to continue to add more ownership and more creatability for the user to be able to come in and build their own things, so that in their own areas that don't only have to be for NFTs, but only maybe for those that they set permissions for, people can not only gate these areas, but they can also set music in their spaces within those L2 spaces, these layer 2 spaces of land that people in the free-to-play layer 1 space don't actually have access to. The best thing is that we can actually come here to the playlist side and actually be able to interact, and we can see different, songs that we want to play. The best thing later on is that we're going to be adding different and music NFTs that are releasing over time, some of our favorite albums from favorite artists as they drop through blockchain capabilities. So it's going to be very great, as we're really trying to encompass all the different aspects that bring in different forms of media into what we're doing here in Hangout. So now we get back to the mainland here in Uniswap, and we're actually going to go in and explore to see what this looks like. Now when we step into the layer 2 space of Uniswap that we already have set up, we can see we pretty much have the mob boss, the bank teller, the creator right here, the market maker, shall I say. And later on, as we continue to increase development, the idea is that these NPCs will all be able to have smart contracts supported, accessing these liquidity pools to create transactions between tokens on Uniswap, or allow for staking protocols, or even purchasing NFTs on their NFT platform now that they're connected with that. Anything ERC20, anything ERC721, anything that Uniswap is supporting, will want to be able and attach those smart contracts to these front-facing UI. And instead of it being just a website, we're trying to have it be a video game in these NPCs. So that's really the main difference that we're having here, is that we're trying to create the social interactions and the vibrance that is existent in this decentralized ecosystem. But instead of making all the locations decentralized, we can keep the technology at its core decentralized, but bring everyone together to come in and enjoy each other and hang out.